That totally looks like a black Bigfoot standing there.
I mean, it's even got like the thing, and it looks like 2 legs. Like right there. Go down. It's like that looks like he's got 2 legs. Jesus.
Nope, it's just the trunk of that tree. When I zoom in, it's just the trunk of that tree. Wow. Oh, guys, we were off on a short road trip. Get propane. I think it's about 17 miles or so to get there. But, man, our road right now, everything's melting, but our road is... You could go ice skating easily on our road.
You should have seen it this morning.
Yeah, Tracy's home today because she couldn't get out of here. Somebody ahead of her tried to get up this big hill over here and came back down after trying and rolled his window down and told her don't even bother trying. But you can see how it's like just clear ice, solid clear ice here.
See, unfortunately, when the snow melts, all the snow underneath it is packed, and that just turns to, you know.
Yeah, this is what you get.
Ice.
It gets packed down really good in here.
And you know what's really slippery? Water on top of ice.
They are actually hooking up the internet here, by the way. I stopped talking to the guy to change the subject. And he was working over here. I said, you guys testing the lines or what? He goes, oh no, I just got done hooking that place up. Well, he just ran the line to a cabin. There's nobody here in the winter time. And what they're doing is the contractors are hooking up running the line to the house, and then it's up to Tri-County, the actual internet company, to then come out and hook you up in the house. But it's like, why the hell are you hooking up places where there's nobody here? Crazy. And that was 2 days ago, and they still haven't hooked us up.
They haven't submitted the site plan.
That's true. Possibly there might be because I want the line coming into my house in a different spot, I had to submit a site plan. Like I actually had to do a drawing where my service is, where my septic is, where my garage is, driveway, all that kind of crap. Okay, but that guy told me they're only like usually about 2 weeks behind him after he runs the line. Then the internet company is about 2 to 3 weeks behind him.
And on the plus side, when I went to pay our electric bill this month, it said that we had 3 accounts, and I went, 3? One for our electricity, one for our garage electricity, and there's one for the internet.
So we're close, man.
Yep, we've got an account already. We're just waiting to get hooked up.
Cannot wait, because this freaking T-Mobile, man, is just
horrible.
Horrible. The speed is horrible.
I cannot even imagine what this looked like this morning.
For sure.
Oh, man. Nope. Just nope, right out of it.
So yeah, it's a little foggy looking too. And if you can believe it, it's only 3:30 in the afternoon. It just looks so blah. Yuck. Hate filming on overcast, rainy, dreary looking days, but figured we'd just do a short video and catch you guys up a little bit. As you can see, our snow is going away and the river's doing just fine. I'll show you guys the creaky tree that you were hearing in that audio and show you how much worse it is now, the crack that is. Than it was originally. If I hadn't put that chain on there, I have no doubt that would have fallen on his house. And he doesn't seem to care. Doesn't seem to give a crap at all.
No, it's not that. It's like he just thinks you're exaggerating.
I guess.
Walk out and look at it.
Tell me why he won't take his dog to the groomer. We were just talking about this. I had to cut, over a week ago, I had to cut the hair around the dog's eyes because she couldn't even see where she's going. She's got cataracts too. She's like 12, 13 years old. She might even be 14. Even his daughter's not sure how old she is. I mean, our dog Lucy's 10, and he had her for a while before we got Lucy. But I was over there today and trying to straighten his prescriptions are whacked. His son is just his son's not helping him, and his prescriptions were not getting taken care of, refilled or renewed from the doctor. So I called the doctor and got that all straightened and trying to set it up where they can be delivered instead of having to drive 28 miles one way to get them, and just made him a doctor's appointment for just all this crap. And I'm like, hey, Art, you want me to make an appointment for your dog? She looks really bad. And like I said, I had to cut the fur away from her eyes a week ago. Well, her rear end's all gross, as you can imagine. And, you know, she is a dog that requires grooming, like at least every 2 months. Once every 2 months.
She's a Shih Tzu.
Yeah. And I said, I'll make an appointment. I'll call you. You know, we called and set him up for a new upgrade on his satellite TV to upgrade to the hopper. I mean, we took care of a bunch of stuff today. You want me to call and make an appointment for your dog? No, that's all right. And I'm like, well, if you're afraid, and he just like, originally he was afraid to even drop the dog off and leave her without, he just could not stand to be away from this dog. And I said today, I'm like, well, if you're afraid of leaving her now, I will just drop you and the dog off and come and get you when it's done. No, it's not that. I'll make an appointment for her. I said, well, that's what you said a week ago.
Just do it.
I know. If you call today, Art, might take you a week to get her in, and then she's going to be even worse.
Just do it and call them and say, hey, get yourself and the dog ready. You got an appointment in 20 minutes.
You know, it's just like you guys, a lot of you guys were saying it's a dementia thing, and I really, truly believe it is.
Yeah, really? Then what's his son's excuse? Because his son acts exactly the same way.
I know it. It's just getting really hard to deal with. Today was just, he caught me on a really good day, and I felt very helpful. Normally I wouldn't be so understanding and helpful. I would have been frustrated because he's still doing the same thing, calling me multiple times every freaking morning. If I don't answer, he'll keep calling every 15 minutes, every half hour till I do answer, like demanding, talk to me, and I get it, he's lonely, but yikes.
Well, the thing that it just ticks me off about his kids is that, you know, it's like, oh, well, we have, you know, I've got a wife and kids, about big deal. Generations upon generations have gone through that. And guess what? Just because you have a family now doesn't mean that you forget your parents. It's like, no kidding. You act like you're the first generation that ever had older parents to take care of. Duh. We know.
His ex-wife, his son's mother, has passed away, so not like he's trying to split his time between them. I just don't understand it. It's just, like I said.
I do. Well, I know. I can tell what's going on in that family.
Yes, the wife wears the pants.
Obviously, he bends to everything that she says. I think they're still ticked off, too. That, you know, they were going to move him onto their property and build him his own little, you know, place to stay and everything else, and then they couldn't get permits and blah, 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 blah. And I think that they're ticked off that he wanted to go back home because it didn't work out the way that they wanted it to work out. Well, you should have done your research before you moved him out there.
I just feel horrible for his little dog.
Yes.
I should wait till he's sleeping and just go in since I have a key. Just go in and get her and groom her myself.
Yes, you should. Yeah, that's the part that doesn't make any sense to me either. Is that, you know, loves the dog, can't bear to be away from the dog for 2 hours, but you can't even check her water every day.
Yeah, when the water dish, I have to ask him on the phone, how's the dog's water? It's fine, I just checked it. Well, then I went over there today, the water was gross. Luckily, I put a bowl outside with water in it when I actually was going through COVID, where I knew I couldn't go in the house. And that bowl finally thawed out the last couple of days, so she's got water outside, but...
May I ask, is the bowl in the house plastic?
It's a hard white plastic, yes.
Okay, we need to replace it with a metal wool. Then it won't get icky so fast. Poor thing.
Part of me thinks he's just like waiting for this dog to die, because part of me believes that's the only thing that's keeping him hanging on is the love of the dog. He doesn't want to leave the dog. It's just a theory, but
I don't know. Loves the dog, but won't take her in to get groomed or change her water every day. So you tell me, it doesn't make any sense to me.
please turn off my seat. My arse is quite warm.
Yeah, well, when your butt's warm, the rest of you's warm. It's weird, but it's true. If your butt's cold, you will never get warm.
What are you doing, Pablo? Pablo. We've been teasing Gizmo. He's been actually reacting to Pablo.
He would have been named Pablo.
Oh, Lucy reacts to Bubba and Lucy.
She reacts to Bubba more than she reacts to Lucy. When I call her Lucy, she knows she's in trouble. Bubba, come on. Bubba, Lucy.
Here, film this little trip. That's how he likes to ride in there. My car, he can easily sit and put his feet up on the window ledge, but not so much in this.
Just watch as the world go by. Love that house.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, it feels like it's 6 o'clock at night.
At least it's daylight till almost 6:30 now, guys. Finally. Obviously, March 12th, we turn the clocks ahead. And we'll have daylight till 7:30, quarter to 8.
Yeah, pretty much just as soon as the sun starts coming up earlier and it'll be light for me to start driving to work, we spring forward and guess what? I love this barn. I love the shape of this barn. Almost there. We're trying to avoid dirt roads today because they look like
You have to go on this one.
this.
Yeah, you can get the back there.
Yeah, that's where we're. I'm sure you can't see that. That's where we're going. They've got a little bit of everything.
Lots of pet food, which is cool.
Yeah. Oh, this is horrible.
This is really horrible.
Oh, good grief. Now you'd think with a major business right there that they would take a little bit better care of that road. That is solid ice.
I'm going to take the camera in because they got some really pretty birds that actually sing really pretty. Hopefully they still have them. Alright guys, we are inside the super center that has like a lot of everything. This is all Temptations cat treats right there. Bird cages, bird food. Oh, they even have redheads here. Go figure. There aren't too many stores like that. The birds back here. Birds are back here somewhere. Just all kinds of cool stuff in this place. Ah, there they are. She said they were very active today.
Oh my God, you're beautiful.
They're very pretty. sing very pretty too.
Birds love me.
I don't think I still have what I sent you before
I
on my
do.
phone. Do you have it?
Sure I do.
If I can remember, if they don't sing, I will include that. I know when they get going, I would not want that in my house all the time. They were loud.
Look at the color on you. You're so pretty. All pretty. You shy.
Come on, guys, say something. You must be tired out from earlier, I suppose.
Okay, but if you're here, we're running more.
There they go. Like I said, I would not want that in my house all the time, but they also make some other really pretty sounds. Well, that was a fun visit to the store. It's not that big of a store, but you could still get lost in there for an hour because there's so much crap to look at. I mean, we just got windshield washers solving for $3.99 a gallon. It's like what, $7-8 in town?
Easily.
At home.
And that's the cheapest. If you go to the auto supply place, it's like $2 more than that. It was almost 12 bucks.
We got two. Got a nice pair of gloves for $8, so I don't have to keep wearing her gloves. I'm wearing them out.
I need those for my garden.
It's a fun little place to visit. And the kitties always are happy. They don't know it, but that's where we get the Temptations treats in the bulk size. So there will be a small kitty party tonight.
That Shelby will be able to participate in.
Yes, through this whole thing, Shelby not eating, he would always eat these Temptations treats. That's how freaking good they are. Kitty crack. He's actually eating now again. Not a lot, but he's a couple times today I've seen him eating, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, but we've kind of gone from one extreme to the other.
He's really bony, guys. He lost a lot of weight. So I'm hoping.
But now he's having leakage issues.
Well, if you can see on the windshield, we are dealing with slush, freezing slushy.
It's not really snowing, but it's not really raining. It's in between the two, which is just going to turn into freezing rain.
You guys think we're in the middle of nowhere over there by us? Over here, there's even less around than there is by us. Mile in between houses out here. There's a whole lot of good Sasquatch area around here. Nice pines, just as far, much farther north than where we are too. Lots and lots of pines compared to where we are at. We're just about home, but I wanted to come down this way. Art and I came down here yesterday, day before, whatever it was. Art hadn't been down here for quite some time, so anyways, just to see what's going on, and we saw a black cat down here. Did not recognize him. It looked like Raven, but certainly wasn't because he ran away. Just very strange. And I will show you where we saw him at.
Very likely could have been Raven. He probably wouldn't even remember us.
That's true, but he was right He was sitting right there along the front of that cabin. Very odd. There's the dickhead we think called the cops on us or made that false report about the cats.
At the behest of the asshole.
Yes, but I still think it was him because I caught him and his wife several times standing at the end of our driveway staring at our house. Couldn't figure out why. And that was not long before the animal control guy showed up. We thought he was just checking out the flowers and stuff blooming because it did look pretty nice down there.
Yeah, but they didn't do that themselves. They did that because Jackass asked them to.
Yep. So I don't see no black kitty here today. Not at all. He's got himself a nice dog. Jesse's a really good dog. What Chocolate Lab isn't good though, really, but yeah, the little black kitty was sitting right there, and then I stopped the car and I got out, and it ran that way. And there is somebody, I believe, that lives there full time.
To be fair, though, when Domino was down here when she was young, I got out and called her and she ran away.
That's true. Yeah, Domino and Chloe used to always end up down this way.
Yeah, when the one girl that I worked with said that her aunt was feeding. Oh, my aunt down there in the vista, she's feeding a stray cat and it's black and white and it doesn't have a tail. Huh?
That's our cat.
I'm like, that's not a stray cat. She has a perfectly good home. How many black and white stray cats do you think are living in the vista that have no tail? There's one.
And that's part of the reason we weren't real concerned about Chloe at first when she came up missing, because we actually found her down there before and had to come down here with the carrier and bring her home.
She was freaked out that one time though, remember? She was over there in the woods and she was just absolutely, she was terrified of us. She was terrified of everything, and finally I got close enough to her that she recognized me and she ran to me, but she was running away from us and we were calling her and she hissed at us.
Yeah, it was weird. Well, we hope you enjoyed our drive and rant that went to the birds and
Slide. Drive and slide.
all that good stuff. Thanks for watching. So this is how badly this sucker's cracked now. And I put that chain up there when I first noticed it. But when I first noticed it, you could not even see that crack except for like right there. So it's gotten really bad.